Hello and welcome to Dorm in My Party. I'm just kidding, this is Party in My Dorm. As you can see, I already have a new profile here. And when you start out, you will be prompted to create a username, and after you create a username, you'll get to choose a different avatar. As you can see here, you can see up to that point, these are all the starting avatars, and I chose cheerleader. And then, after that, you'll get into the game and you'll go through a small tutorial and just briefly going over things that you need to do or how to do things in the game. And I'll be going just a little bit going more over upgrading so it will be understood a little bit better, hopefully. So, as you can see here on your profile, it shows strength and intelligence, and also on the top of your screen, where, as you can see, ATM, on either side of the ATM, there is strength and intelligence as well. And then also on your profile, you see your higher value. Your higher value, when you first start, people will hire you back and forth eventually, and you end up being able to make enough money to upgrade and such. Normally, with new players, if you are new, people will teach you how to upgrade, and they'll volley you / hire you to a certain price, and then they'll tell you to use that money and tell you what to do with that money, and that's what I'm going to be doing right here, right now. So as you can see, I'm not volleyed up here, but yeah, you'll end up being volleyed up to a certain price. Normally people will volley you up to between 200, 500 million, maybe. And they'll ask you or tell you to evict whoever you ended up putting in your dorm room, your first dorm room, with the short tutorial. And that is known as a dorm mate, or usually and most often known as crew members. And then in here, you see here all the crew members. You start off with tier 1. And then, obviously, there's more than just tier 1. The $1,000 crews are tier 1. And then they get even higher priced. And here you can see I don't have the next tier unlocked or any other tiers. But the tiers that say unlocked on 6 dorms rented, all of those are tier 2. The unlocked at 13 dorms are tier 3. Then 18 dorms are tier 4. And past that, you see here, they're starting at volleyball captain and lab geek. Those are tier 5. Then after that, from medical student to comp science student, those are tier 6. You'll be able to, as you unlock them, you'll be able to see that they are different price, and all the different prices are different tiers. But in the very start, people will ask you to unlock 6 of your dorms. As you can see, there are 2 dorms per level, and there are 18 levels. Each dorm costing a different price as you go on, and they do get more expensive. You will be asked to unlock 6 dorms. I only have 1 unlocked, obviously, because I don't have any money or anything else whatsoever for the purpose of this tutorial. They will then tell you to, in those 6 dorms, input 6 juiced up jocks and then 6 computer hackers. The reason why you were asked to do that is because, as you can see with the Tier 1 crews, Party Guy has more strength and less, very little intelligence. And an Intellectual Hero has all intelligence and a little bit of strength. They ask you to put in 3 juiced up jocks and 3 computer hackers, because computer hackers have more intelligence, less strength. Juiced up jocks have more strength, less intelligence. By inputting 3 of each, it will keep your stats even, and yeah, and gives you the most amount of stats, or the highest amount of stats. Unless you decide to go even, which you can decide all of that as you learn more about the game and how to play it. But in the very beginning, I really suggest doing as I'm telling you to do at the moment. After that, they'll then also tell you to upgrade them to level 4. Level 4 is the highest level that you can upgrade your crews to. And then after that, you may or may not have money left over, and if you have money left over, then I suggest unlocking more dorms and then adding more tier 2s. And then as you go on, making more money, which way to make more money is by doing jobs here. I have no stats, so I can't do anything for you. That's one way to make money, and the most I recommend just doing jobs in the very beginning. And then as you're learning on, you can make money other ways. Yes, I would do jobs, make money that way, and continue with unlocking dorms. And then once you get to a point, I would suggest starting to place those tier 2s with tier 3s, which those tier 3s will be worth 16 million. You will see as you unlock more dorms. Yeah. Way to make money other ways besides jobs, once you do grow quite a bit, is there is battling people and warring, which if you battle people in the very beginning, I would suggest doing a couple hits, or else people will complain about you hitting them too much. Sometimes people even complain about you just hitting them a couple times or even once, because, but I suggest 1 or 2 hits anyways, because then you can regain a bit and then hit again. As you can see at the top with the strength and intelligence, those will regain every 5 minutes. Not fully, but just a little bit every 5 minutes. And by just hitting 1 or 2 times per whatever, you can regain within a shorter amount of time. Though you can unload as well. In parties, you can't. That's more of a thing, which I am not in a club right now. In order to do parties, you need to be in a club. Parties are almost like the same thing as battling when it comes to options, because with battling you have fight, dance, eavesdrop, and prank. With fight and dance, those give you money when battling, but eavesdrop and prank don't. But eavesdrop and prank can be beneficial during wars, if you ever find yourself in one. And then, or if you just want to, prank, not prank, eavesdrop is if you want to just stalk someone's stats, just see how many crews and stuff and whatnot they have, or if you can even attack them, or see what the percentage to attack them is. You just eavesdrop them, and it'll either fail or not fail, and if you don't fail, then you'll see all their stuff and info. But anyways, fight and dance, you make money with battling. Dance, I believe you make a little bit more money than fight, so most will suggest dancing off. And then in parties, you have the same, like, they will be different titles and everything, but fight and dance will still be the same. Like, fight and dance will still give you money. They will be different named or labeled differently. But yeah, fight gives a little less money, dance off gives a little bit more. And then eavesdrop and prank and parties will be different options. In parties, those will give you money, but not when you first attack. If the party is finished and everything, and then you will receive the money from those attacks or whatever that you do. Also, when it comes to making even more money, you will be able to hire tutors once you get to a point where you're good with your stats and everything. Then you start hiring tutors, and tutors will give you a plunder, which will make it so when you do battle or participate in a party, you will make a little bit more money. There is a max plunder range, which as you're smaller, it's not that big, but if check forms here, you will be able to go and see like how to figure out how much money you need to put into tutors. Or like the easiest thing to do is like take both of your stats, add them together, then times that by 15, and then whatever that amount is like 1 million or whatever. Like if I had 1,000 strength and 1,000 intelligence, I add that together. There's 2,000. That's combined stats. KCS. No, C. Yeah, CKS. There we go. And obviously times that by 15. Whatever that is will be a million or a billion or whatever. Yeah. So, and then you hire a tutor that around that price range, and then that should give you your max plunder. If that doesn't work, or way to double check is to hire another tutor around the price, and then if you're like pay attention to how much you make first hit on a party or when you're attacking somebody, and then that will show you like how much you make, and then hire another tutor. If that plunder goes up still, that means you didn't reach your max plunder, and if it doesn't go up, then you've reached the max plunder. And I think I've gone over just about the main things. And yeah, that's what you really need to know when you first get started. There's other small things like extra credit and stuff, and you'll learn that as you go. I would suggest not touching your extra credits and doctor notes until you do know how to use those. But like this, if I continue on explaining even more, this video will be even longer, and it's already too long, so I will just leave you with that. I hope that this tutorial helps you in some way and helps you to get along with playing, and I hope you have a fun time. Have a nice day.